You do, flight crew, FTC, flight team stand up. We got the man Jimmy High Roller, LeBron's Unbreakable record that you haven't heard of. Now, we all know it's probably Lee ESPN, Lee Sports Center, Lee House of Highlights, man. We can name it. If LeBron goes to take a piss in a public bathroom, it's viral, bro. So how the heck have we haven't heard of the so-called Unbreakable record? Let's see what it is. This man I wrote.
NBA All-Star Game.
Check it out.
The best players in the world gathered to showcase
He knows what
their skills.
the records be like.
Could only
and that
dream
camera
of
quality was not
achieving
mine,
this incredible milestone. While others have
best
been an
All-Star
All-Star
game
for more
seen.
years than some of you have been alive. Their path to becoming an All-Star goes through us, the fans.
That's right.
Here's an interesting chart that holds no real-world value whatsoever. Players with the most All-Star fan votes in NBA history. Well, technically the most votes since the NBA began keeping track in 1975. Shout out to hooptype.com for collecting this data since I was in no mood to do it myself. In 25th place is the reigning MVP Nikola Jokic. Michael Jordan's at 20th. Luka Doncic is already at 18th in just his 4th season.
Dang.
You got Iverson at 12th, Curry at 4th, and Kobe with the top spot of 30,260,939 votes. Actually, Kobe's almost number one.
No way. R.I.P.
Surprise,
Kobe's
surprise.
Darnold's rest those
And that's
passengers.
just one of many mind-blowing facts about the NBA All-Star Game you have to see to believe.
That makes sense. And whoever added these up and calculated it, I think he just shouted them out not too long ago. Like, dude, that does make sense, though. Because, like, bro, you know the All-Star votes is always, like, you know, down to the, like, fans and stuff, bro. Like, there's a lot of Lee Stain fans out there, bro. You know they made 50,000 accounts to do all of this stuff. Bro, that is a lot. That is a lot. Like, you know it's so crazy? Like, I think it's to the point where LeBron literally, like, he doesn't even have to really play and he can still make the All-Star team. Like, I wonder if they're going to keep voting for him even when he retires and stuff, yo.
Skillshare is an online
Alright,
learning.
skipping through this.
Click the link in the description. Take the creative. All-Star Weekend is one of the best times to be a fan.
Hey, early 2000s
All
All-Stars.
stars getting together, players interacting with each other, acting like they weren't fighting like a married couple on national.
That was one of my
television
favorites
just
too, that
a few days
07
prior,
one.
Chopping it up with the fans. For 72 hours, we can all agree the fact
05,
that
06 All-Star game was probably my favorite.
As one. As we sit on the couch and argue with friends that we could score at least 15 points in the three-point contest.
That was
Knowing full
05,
well
06, he's
we
like the
have
prime
absolutely no
2000s.
chance. And harshly critiquing the dunk contest while Kenny Smith incessantly repeats himself for the 20th year in a row.
Let's go home! Let's go home! Let's go home! Let's go home!
All the
Let's go
incredible,
home.
irreplaceable madness culminating to the All-Star Game. So let's get the facts straight. NBA All-Star Game edition. 12 facts you probably didn't know about the NBA All-Star Game. Now, LeBron's record for All-Star fan votes is not the only absurd record LeBron currently holds. He also holds the record for most career points in the All-Star Game. By a lot.
Really?
In fact, here are the all-time leaders for career points in the All-Star Game, featuring just 4 active players: Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James, with nearly 100 more points than Kobe in second. And this is a total that will continue to grow. Kevin Durant will undoubtedly end up second on this list by the time he retires. And as LeBron's career grows longer, the topic of his age gets brought up more and more. But at 37 years old, LeBron isn't nearly the oldest All-Star in NBA history. That title belongs to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who in 1989 played in his final All-Star game at 41 years old. But in all honesty, his All-Star selection was a bit of a farewell gift to the big man. Being that his numbers
41
were
at the
far less
All-Star
than
game,
All-Star material
crazy.
that season. The oldest player who really earned an All-Star nod was actually Michael Jordan
Yeah,
at
I'm about to
39 years old and 357 days.
39?
Just 8 days before his 40th birthday. In that season, Jordan averaged 20, 6, and 4 games.
Bro, and that's
On the other
still
end of the spectrum,
good.
It is Kobe Bryant who holds the record for the youngest All-Star in NBA history. At just 19 years, 170 days old. At this age, most players, even the most elite talents, are in their freshman seasons of college. But by this point in his career, Kobe was not only an NBA All-Star, he was the leading scorer for the West in the All-Star game. As a teenager, But if that isn't crazy enough, Kobe Bryant was a starter for the West All-Star team that season, despite not even starting a single game for the Lakers before the All-Star break.
I don't believe the Lakers want to take everybody one-on-one. I know, right?
Yeah. Fast forward 12 years to 2010, and Kobe was still a starter in the NBA All-Star Game. And the 2010 All-Star Game was a historic one. Held in Dallas, this All-Star Game set a new NBA record with over 108,000 fans in attendance, shattering every previous record for an NBA-related game. And the league was able to pull this off because they didn't host the All-Star Game in an NBA arena. They hosted it in an NFL stadium, and there were 25,000 fans over capacity. Where a football game looks like this, and a basketball game looks like this. But when you bring all the stars out for one night,
was a
it's
field.
pretty
Nowadays
easy
it'd
to
be
pack
filled.
an entire arena as fans from every team show up to see their favorite players team up. And in 2018, fans of the Warriors
All-Star
really got their
team's
money's
lit,
worth,
man. I
as
love that
4
they had
players
that
from
stuff
Golden
in
State
sports.
were selected for the All-Star game. Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant.
It's like, bro, All-Star like weekend in sports is just like so needed. It's like having like, for example, like if you watch ever Dragon Ball Z and just like having like all the villains and all the heroes like just team up for one day and just all positive and nothing negative. Like it's always the funniest thing.
Green. A 4-headed all-star monster of a team like this
Sheesh.
doesn't come around too often. But this actually wasn't the first time 4 teammates were selected for the All-Star game. In fact, it wasn't the 2nd, or the 3rd, or 4th, or 5th, or 6th, or 7th, or 8th, or 9th. But the 10th time,
High Roller just low key, I wouldn't say exposed something, but like
4 teammates were selected
Look,
for the
hold on.
All-Star game. In fact, it wasn't the 2nd.
So I don't even. So do you think that NBA super teams have been existing since the 60s? You see the date right here. People always want to be quick to blame teams like the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heats back in the day. With Ray Allen and Paul Pierce on the same team, or KG on the same team, that was Paul Pierce's team, and the same team, and then LeBron and Bosh on the same team with Wade. But I didn't even know that this was like I didn't know that people was getting all-stars like this. Look at this, 1962 Lakers. This is there's like 3 people.
Or 4th, or
75. There was 4 people.
5th, or 6th, or 7th, or 8th.
Wow.
But the 10th time.
And then
this
even
has
the
happened,
Pistons,
teammates
too.
were selected for the All-Star game. In
The
fact,
Pistons
it wasn't
had a
the
super
2nd,
team,
or the 3rd,
but
or 4th,
here-
or 5th, or 6th, or 7th.
You see, the Pistons, they had a super team, but I feel like they was just like naturally had chemistry. Like, because like Ben Wallace never averaged 30 points. Ben Wallace was known for his defense and his blocks. You know what I'm saying? And then like I feel like Rip Hamilton developed over time. Because if you didn't know about Rip Hamilton, real NBA knowledge right here, he was with the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? He was almost playing, I think, behind like Gilbert Arenas, almost being overshadowed. And he ended up getting traded later. Rasheed used to play for the Blazers, that controversy team back in the early 2000s. And Chauncey's always been with the Pistons, I believe, man. So it's just like, he got traded later in his career. But, so that's crazy. It's like looking back at this, you can't really call them a super team because they developed like this over time, which is nice chemistry.
5th, or 8th, or 9th. But
Wow.
the 10th time.
The
this has
2015
happened,
Hawks?
This has happened. Or 6th, or 7th, or 8th, or 9th.
That is crazy. Jeff T don't deserve to be here, bro. Kyle Korver is nice, bro. He's definitely top 5 off-screen shooters, lethal shooters. Does not deserve to be here. Paul Millsap. Bro, I'm not even going to lie. Who the heck, looking back at this, voted for this All-Star team? Bro, none of these dudes deserve to be in the All-Star team, bro. I remember this Hawks team back in the day. And, bro, Joe Johnson didn't even make the All-Star team. He made the All-Star team, but not the same with Josh Smith, Jay Smooth and all of them. So, like, how the heck? Not even Josh Shooters. Like, they were way better players than them. Jeff Teague, Al Horford, Kyle Korver, and Paul Millsap made the All-Star team this year? Oh, bro, we got to look that up again, bro. I think they paid somebody really good. That's how you know. That's like right after the 20, I feel like 11. That's like out of the early 2000s right there, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like Jeff Teague and Paul Millsap. Maybe I could see Korver because Korver definitely has, like that just glitched 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? But bro, Al Horford, nah, man.
But
Who
the
did these
10th
All-Stars
time
back in the
this
day?
has happened in NBA history. But
You know,
for
the
a
Warriors
few
deserve
years,
that.
The Warriors
Come on
really
now.
had a chokehold on the All-Star game. Kind of like what happened to Pat Riley and his streak of All-Star coaching gigs in the 80s. See, originally for the NBA
That's
All-Star
crazy.
game,
That
two
Hawks
coaches
team
were
is-
selected based
Nah,
off
that's
of
brutal
which
for
team
them to
had the
make
best
that. That's
record from each
disrespectful.
conference. This method of
To
choosing
the
an
All-Star
All-Star caliber
organization.
coach worked well and rewarded those
That
who
dude,
earned
Jeff
it.
Teague, is
Until
garbage,
Pat
bro.
Riley and the Lakers ruined it for everyone. Because from 1982 to 1990,
Millsap and Horford are just
Pat Riley and the
casual
Lakers
role
were on
players,
such
and
a
Korver's
dominant
just
run
a
that Riley was
lethal
selected
shooter.
as the coach of the
But
West
Teague?
All-Star team for 8 consecutive seasons. It was at this point that the NBA implemented the Riley rule, stating that a coach cannot lead an NBA All-Star team for 2 consecutive seasons. Now, we cannot talk about this year's All-Star game without
What, did
mentioning
LeBron
the
do that?
elephant in the room. When this season's All-Star
Did Durant
starters
do
were
that?
announced, NBA fans lost their minds because one of these players is apparently not like the others. I'm of course talking about Giannis. No,
What?
I'm actually referring to Andrew Wiggins. And whether you believe he's
Bro,
deserving
high
of
roller,
the-
bro. I know if you're gonna talk about Wiggins, bro, you better be talking about that 2015 Hawks team, bro. Because respectfully, like, if all of them all 4 of those players that made it, they asked me for a 1v1 today, bro, I wouldn't even probably play it, bro. It'd be disrespectful to the brand to even showcase a IRL and a channel of that, bro. Like, you can't compare this. Like, Higgins looks like almost like Larry Bird or almost like Patrick Ewing compared to that Hawks team that was drafted to the All-Star team. Like, I can't even believe, like, as NBA fans, like, y'all let that happen. Like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, bro. Like, we need to look at that 2015 time again, bro. Like, there was a lot better talent,
The
bro.
All-Star game who 1,000% deserved to make it. In 1972, Nate Archibald was not selected as an NBA All-Star
Wow.
after averaging 28 and 9 a game. He was second in points per
28
game that
points.
season. He was third in assists per game. He only missed 3 games before the break, and he was generally considered a top 10 player in the NBA at the time. The man dropped 540 bombs in the month before the All-Star game,
Wow.
including 2 back-to-back 40-point games leading into All-Star
I ain't gonna lie,
weekend.
players like Nate
And what's just
Archibald,
as odd about this All-Star snub
Iverson,
is that
Muggsy,
Nate's own
they definitely
teammate,
inspired me
Tom Van
higher to
Arsdale,
play ball,
made the
bro.
All-Star team with dramatically less impressive numbers. Another insane All-Star snub came back in 1979 when former San Diego Clipper point guard World B. Free did not make the
Oh, that's a
All-Star
cool
team
name.
despite averaging nearly 29, 4, and 4 a game. The players that
Damn,
were selected
29?
instead were Marquise Johnson, Dennis Johnson, and Otis Birdsong. I'm not making this
played for
up.
the Warriors and
Imagine
World B.
averaging
Free, dude?
29, 4, and 4 a game and being snubbed from the All-Star team by a man named Otis Birdsong. But possibly the most egregious All-Star snub in NBA history belongs to Warrior great Nate Thurmond, who was snubbed from the 1969 All-Star game despite averaging, you ready for this? 20 points and 20 rebounds a game.
That's sad.
You heard that correctly. A man once averaged 20 points and 20 rebounds a game. and
Nate Thurmond, I know, bro. You see how they're doing the Warriors too. They've always
did
been
not
hating on the
make
Warriors.
NBA All-Star.
Warriors, you actually know they used to be in Oakland, bro. Like,
Our team.
and then they
Unfortunately
transferred to
for
San
Nate,
Fran.
The 2 big men selected ahead of him were Wilt Chamberlain, who averaged 22 and 20 a game, and a rookie who averaged 28 and 17 a game named Elvin Hayes.
All right, let's be real, bro. You're choosing Wilt Chamberlain or Elvin Hayes. Wilt Chamberlain was literally like the Bo Jackson of the basketball, bro, at that time, bro. Like, come on.
Now, we may never see numbers like this again. The game has changed, and as the game continues to grow and change every season, the All-Star game evolves with it, with new scoring formats, a new captain system, and way too many threes. I get it. Everyone's out there to have fun. No one wants to get injured taking it to the rack in a damn All-Star game. But over the past few years, the All-Star game has been notoriously known for resembling more of a three-point contest than an actual basketball game. But the chucking contest that took place in the 2019 All-Star Game remains unlike anything we've ever seen on an NBA floor. On that night, both Team LeBron and Team Giannis shot a combined 167 threes in a single All-Star
Damn.
game. 167
100?
three-pointers in a single game.
My shot chart would
Not
never
only did
look
they
like
shatter
that.
the previous
Come on
record
now.
for attempted threes in a single game. This
Professional
record will more
players.
than likely never be broken, as it continues to be an anomaly of a game to this very day. With 167 three-pointers attempted in just 48 minutes, that means there was a three-point shot going up every 17 seconds. For comparison,
Dang.
in the 2001 All-Star Game, widely regarded as the most exciting All-Star game ever,
Really?
there were a total of 31.
Yo, should we do like a full video reaction to that?
Regarded as the most exciting pointers attempted, going up every 17 seconds. For comparison, in the 2001 All-Star Game,
2001. Yeah, I was like second grade reaction, something like that. Bro, should we react to the full
regarded
thing?
as
Let
the
me
most
know.
exciting
That's where they
All-Star
wore their
game
actual
ever.
jerseys
There
that
were a
game.
total of 31 three-pointers attempted. Just another preposterous and wildly purposeless fact that you now know. You're welcome. And now that we've got the facts straight, hope you all enjoy this season's All-Star Game. And as always,
As usual, man. Coming up,
until
watch
next
next man. Roll the 5.